welcome to my channel. This is the Unfiltered Pisces. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I wanted to give my touch on the Claressa and Papoose situation. I'm going to probably make parts to the video so that it won't be so long. And I hope that y'all can join in the discussion with me. Hope I can gain some subbies and, y'all could be a part of my family. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Now I know recently the cousin has came out again with Tasha K and did an interview, but I haven't seen it. But when I do see it, I am gonna touch on that too. But what I do want to touch on is that I feel that Claressa, not that she wants to be Remy herself, but that she wants the life that she had with Papoose. Like the marriage, the, children, and that happy life. To be honest, I think that, because, Papoose is way older than her. And I think it was something mentioned that she watched him on Love and Hip Hop. I think when she seen him on Love and Hip Hop, and she seen how Papoose, the way he admired Remy, the way they love was at the time, because we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but at the time, I think when she seen that, she probably visioned herself like, dang, I want a relationship like that. I want something like that. Damn, why can't I have a man like Pat? Why can't I have a man like Pat? And I think some type of infatuation happened. I mean, notice how quick she got a tattoo and they haven't even been together that long. Like, you been with the Tony dude for over 5 years and have not gotten like no tattoos or nothing. Was engaged, but I feel that she cut that engagement off because of him. And you remember Pat was saying, yeah, I was a fan of her. He keep mentioning how he was a fan. Yeah, I've been a fan, always been a fan of hers, and da 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 da. And I think when he said that, it probably perked something up in her, like, oh, he likes me, he's a fan of me. Oh my God, oh my God. And I think that made her like even pursued it more, because we never know the backstory of how they really got together. They give us bits and pieces. Oh, well, we were just talking in the DMs. I invited him to a fight. No, it had to be more said that's not getting put out, right? Besides Remy putting out the text messages and all that, it had to be a little more. And I think it was probably more on her part. Like, I always admired you, and we don't know what she could have said, but anyways, I think she wants that type of relationship that him and Remy had. Hence oh, I'm having a baby next year, but you don't never hear him speaking together. Like when they was on the talk show and she was talking about having kids, and then when Tamron looked at him, he was like, hey, you heard her. He didn't pursue it like, yeah, we having a baby, we want to settle down, but we want to get her fights out the way and stuff like that. He don't never chime in. It just be her chiming in. But if we go back to Love and Hip Hop, we could see how ecstatic and how bad he pressured Remy. Now, I'm not going to say pressure, but how he kept making hints about wanting a kid and wanting to have a baby with her. And then when she let him know that she was about to say that she was pregnant, oh, he went through the roof. He was running around, happy, all that. But you don't see that same type of energy with Claressa. Like, I went and looked back at like when they go on interviews and go on podcasts, and you know how when like vice versa, the man talking and the woman looking, or the woman is talking and the man is looking, like when Remy was speaking, he's holding her hand, he's looking at her as she's talking, he's admiring her. But when we see him and Claressa go on like podcasts and TV shows, it's not that same type of feel. And I know people that put out videos of them saying that how he curves her when she tries to go in for a kiss or whatever. I don't know if that is curving or reaching. It does kind of look like that, but I don't know. And I know the trolls gonna probably be like, no, they in love, they in love, they in love. I don't feel that. You can't fall in love that fast after being with somebody 20 plus years. And for Claressa to move on like that is also crazy because you was engaged. But again, I feel that she is infatuated with him. It's just the way she perks up, like one interview where she was on a fight hype and she keeps talking about having this damn baby. And he asked her, well, what do you want? You want a boy or a girl? What was her response? Well, Pat want a boy, so I want a boy. What? Because Pat want a boy, now you want a boy. So what that means is you want a girl before, but now since Pat say, yeah, I would like to have a son, even though Remy says he's already had one that is, trans, but because Pat want a son, you want a son. It's like basically to come into America. When I tell you to jump and she's saying hi hi, like, well, Pat want to do this, and Pat want to do this, and then they was like, where's he gonna box? Nah, he probably box and be a rapper like his daddy, like his daddy. Like, it's always about what he wants. What about what you want? That's why I feel like she is so infatuated with him. I want to know what you guys think. Because I personally feel that she wants that type of life or love like him and Remy have. And I'm sorry to say, but I don't think it would be like that. I don't think it would be like that. Pep seems like the type that it's going to take him some time to be able to grow and get over. Because I don't think he's fully over the relationship. I agree that he's healing. I do feel wrong that it was too soon to jump into something because, rebounds down the line. Some rebounds work out, but some don't. And I felt like maybe he should have waited and said, hey, we could talk, but I want to take my time because I don't want to rush and get into something with you. And I don't, when I'm not fully invested, like you may be invested and I don't want to, you feel like I'm not giving you that same in return. Hence, when she was texting him, we talk on the phone, we do this, we do that, we do that. Like, it gives like kind of insecurity. Like, if he has to go around there, basically like the birthday party, I bet you when he went to that birthday party, because Remy won't having her there. No, not after what you did. You talked to me to get close to my husband, and that's how I feel. But I bet she was texting him and by the minute calling him, hey, everything going good at the party, trying to act like she's checking up, but really not checking up. You're just trying to be nosy. And until that man left, that's how I feel. But besides the point, I feel like she is rushing the want to get married. Like, y'all only been together, what she said on the interview, like it's been almost 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, not like 3 or 4. And I know some people get married sooner than that, but it's like to say he's already moved on past her. We've been together 2 years. Like, good God, what more do y'all want? We've been together. We do this together. We do that together. Like, trying to sell and force it on us. We know that. We see that. But we still don't feel like that man is over his wife. And we don't feel that he's fully invested into you. I think he more so is invested in like her career. As what Remy said, like, oh, he just want to be our manager and stuff like that. I feel like he's invested in the career because he likes boxing and he's into that sport. I don't feel that he's fully invested in the relationship because, to be honest, when it don't seem genuine when like he says things like, especially at the little conference about the 8 million that people keep saying is fake. He said, the woman I'm madly in love with. It didn't seem genuine. It seemed like he forced himself to say that, so when everyone look, it'll have validation like, oh, he is in love with her, but we all know. Anyways, I don't want to make it too long. I'll probably end up making another video later. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Claressa wants like the life that Remy had with Pep? Because that's how I feel. I know it'll probably be some negative reviews, but hey, that's what comes with it. Anyways, once again, this is, and I am the unfiltered Pisces. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I am out.